It is 11 p.m. You have answered every email. You prepared. You completed. Still, you cannot stop. Stopping feels like proof of not enough. The inner citadel. You reach the goal. The bar moves higher. Midlife is a summons, not a crisis to manage. The performing self is not ambition, it is survival. This literature stopped us cold the first time. This content is philosophical exploration, not therapy. That feeling is not ambition, it is an alarm. At 45, you have mistaken it for your personality. The nervous system does not distinguish past from present. Shame evolved as a tribal exclusion detector, survival. 50,000 years ago, exclusion from the tribe meant death. Your brain still treats disapproval as a mortal threat. Mark Manson frames shame as our oldest survival signal. The signal was intelligent. The context has since changed. Shame-based perfectionism is a mismatch, not a character flaw. Dr. Tracy Marks distinguishes shame-based from healthy perfectionism. Healthy striving accepts imperfection. Shame-based cannot. The signature, worth equals what I produce today. Childhood environments with conditional love installed this. The body learned, perform, or face withdrawal of love. You did not choose this equation. It chose you. Patrick Tihan called it the perfect from now on strategy. In unsafe homes, impossible standards prevented parental rage. At 45, the threat has gone. The strategy persists. PMC study, 38% of adults carry this. Low insecure self-esteem, rooted in conditional regard. This intensifies at midlife when external success disappoints. Something deeper drives this. Neuroscience has a name. Stephen Porges introduced polyvagal theory in 1994. 3 states: social engagement, fight-flight, dorsal shutdown. Dorsal vagal shutdown, freeze that looks like competence. You produce, you deliver. Inside, something has gone numb. Bessel van der Kolk, the body keeps score of shame. Shame lives in the body, not only the mind. The throat tightens, the chest hollows, the jaw holds. High achievers freeze while continuing to perform brilliantly. Colleagues see competence, the body knows otherwise. Deb Dana translated polyvagal theory for clinical practice. The latter, regulated, mobilized, collapsed. You recognize all 3. Paul Hewitt's lab at UBC confirmed the attachment link. Perfectionism mediates between attachment, insecurity, and depression. The attachment wound becomes the perfectionist engine. Here is what the popular accounts get dangerously wrong. When love had conditions, the equation got installed. Worth equals performance. Your brain learned this young. A 2023 study, 38% of adults carry this. The performing self runs a childhood protocol. At 45, the original threat is gone. Code remains. Brené Brown's research named the antidote, not achievement. Shame dissolves in empathy, not an accomplishment. This directly challenges the performing self's core strategy. Social media amplifies shame's ancient exclusion radar daily. No tribe ever processed thousands of comparisons daily. The brain cannot distinguish digital exclusion from real. The bar that moves, a neurological feature, not failure. Dopamine rewards briefly. Cortisol resets the bar. You cannot achieve your way to safety. Never. The 2024 Science Daily study, Self-Critical Perfectionism, begins early. It begins gnawing at well-being in lower secondary school. Compounding across decades, the damage is measurable. Be honest, when did you last feel fully alive? You built your career on rules that no longer exist. The silence at 3 a.m. is that realization arriving. What we explore next changes the frame entirely. Jung wrote about the persona in Collected Works, Volume 7. The persona, the face we build to survive social life. Neuroscience, Jung, Stoicism, all three about to converge. What emerges will reframe your relationship to your own suffering. Jung wrote this at 40, not theorizing, confessing. His professional persona as Freud's heir had calcified. He called it a prison of professional expectation. The performing self at 45 is that same paradox. Individuation discovers who hid behind the performance. The shadow holds everything the persona cannot afford to show. The inner critic in Shame-Perfectionism, an inflated shadow figure. Not the authentic self, the rejected self demanding compliance. Jung's model, powerful as a lens, not a gospel. Modern attachment theory adds nuance Jung could not access. Both frameworks are useful, here's how they align. The persona the performing self built was genuinely intelligent. It earned love, protection, safety in a specific environment. At midlife, it earns everything and delivers nothing within. Jungian Volt 2024. Individuation pressure mounts at the persona's peak. The emptiness is loudest precisely when the strategy succeeds. Here's the counterintuitive finding the research consistently shows. The answer is not self-improvement, it is self-recognition. Kristin Neff at UT Austin published the landmark 2023 review. Self-compassion negatively correlates with maladaptive perfectionism, but positively associates with high sustained performance standards. Self-compassionate people aim as high, perfection not required. The distinction is what happens when the shot misses. Shame-based perfectionism collapses. Healthy striving observes and adjusts. Neff's approach, same bar, a deeper foundation beneath it. Of all Jung's concepts, this one most misunderstood. The shadow holds what the persona could not afford. Exiled into shadow, authentic desire, vulnerability, rest, play. The performing self locked them away to maintain approval. What was exiled does not vanish. It compresses and returns. The midlife eruption, shadow breaking through the persona's surface. It reads as crisis. Jung called it individuation beginning. Mainstream self-help prescribes optimization that is precisely wrong here. You cannot optimize out of a persona as prison. The exit requires a different kind of work entirely. This is the most important thing not yet examined. 3 frameworks, 3 centuries apart. The same trap system. Evolutionary shame. Jungian persona, polyvagal freeze, 1 loop. The performing self is trapped, not a character flaw. The exit, recognizing what was never actually yours. Epictetus was born into slavery. He wrote about inner freedom. The Discourses open with a paradox, maximally controlled, utterly free. Prohairesis, what is truly only up to you. Your judgments, desires, choices inside the citadel. Others' approval, reputation, outcomes outside the citadel. Shame-Perfectionism confuses what is inside with what is outside. You gave external approval the keys to the inner citadel. Epictetus was a slave writing about inner freedom. Prohairesis, what is truly only up to you. Shame-Perfectionism confuses inside and outside. Separate those two things. The performing quiets. This is not motivation. This is a practice. What the Stoics knew about shame, therapy now confirms. Others' approval is not yours. Your response always is. This reframes the performing self's entire operating logic. You were performing for an audience that left decades ago. The tragedy, that audience was always inside you. You can stop performing for a long absent critic. With the shadow work protocol we have outlined begins tonight. Try this. Write 1 sentence before sleep. Do not censor. Complete the phrase, the thing most afraid to admit is. The shadow speaks in first drafts. This is not metaphor. 7 stages of shadow work exist. Tonight covers stage 1. The complete practice goes deeper than any video can contain. This framework helps. It does not replace a qualified therapist. If this destabilizes rather than illuminates, see a professional. Shadow work here is philosophical self-examination, not clinical intervention. What we found exploring this, recognition begins the transformation. The shame loop is not a sentence, misapplied code. You grew up analog, you live digital. Who bridged that? Nobody taught you how to mourn the world that disappeared. The performing self survived a world that no longer exists. Survival was extraordinary. The cost is now due. The inner critic's voice is not truth, old protocol. Hear the critic, decline to obey. That is the practice. The convergence thesis, one system, 3 languages describing it. Your perfectionism was the most intelligent response available. Midlife lets you notice the gap between code and context. That noticing is not failure, it is integration beginning. Full breakdown and practice guide pinned in the comments.